We are not men until we redeem our honor, until we look at integrity and say we must have a part of it. Until then, can I have to be honest with you? This is Radio Biafra. Now is the time to come forward. I did not say tomorrow. Now, tonight is the time to come forward. 100 of us, and then we march. 100 and we march. The rest can come later if they want to. I'm tired of broadcasting. I want to fight for my country. I want to carry arms to defend the honor and integrity of my country. I want to avenge the death of 6 million people. I want Biafra to stand as a beacon of hope, freedom, and liberty in black world. I want Biafra to stand as a testament to the glory of heaven upon the face of this very earth. I want Biafra to stand because my obligation to the dead outweigh that which I owe to the living. That is why Biafra will stand, and Biafra will come. 100 men, that's all. And we march. The rest can come later on. I no longer give a damn. The disgrace and the insult is too much. We must go and meet our enemies even if we have only machete and hose. It is far more better for us to go and meet them and die with a semblance of dignity than with this very humiliation which we encounter every blessed day. We must assemble as quickly as possible. Because what I am saying on Abumanyamini, our people are lame. They are weak. I am struggling to count how many men there are in Biafra land. There are no more men left. Weak, docile, and imbecilic. Weak. I don't know how we can take such people to war. I don't know how we can take men who are not men into battle and win. I am ashamed. Very, very ashamed. Nonetheless, we must preach this very gospel because man did not ask us to come. Chukwu Abiyama in heaven mandated that we should come. If not, that I was called to do this very work, I will not speak to any of you anymore. But Chukwu Abiyama said this very gospel must be preached, and we must preach it. I have prayed since yesterday up until now. My request is very simple. The same prayer I made in secret, I will make out here in the open. Chukwu Abiyama Biko, since it is your intention that your kingdom will be restored upon this very earth, I need men. I need men. I did not say boys. I said I need men. Those of them that you created to restore your kingdom, they should come forward now, not tomorrow, not next year. Chukwu Abiyama. You must bring them now. I did not say tomorrow. Because the insult is too much. It is beyond what any human being can endure. We want to go and get Biafra, or we die in the process, because we are better off dead than witness some of this nonsense going on. The level of insult is beyond what any decent human being can tolerate. I was an Nama. They bring their cattle into our land. They desecrate our land. They kill us in the presence of our families, and nobody does anything about it. And when the police attend, the police sit idly by as people are being killed by not a multitude of people. Only 4. Only 4 Awasa people can sack an entire village in Biafra land, and we call ourselves men. No, we are not men until we redeem our honor. Until we look at integrity and say we must have a part of it. Until then, and I have to be honest with you. This is Radio Biafra. Now is the time to come forward. I did not say tomorrow. Now, tonight is the time to come forward. 100 of us, and then we march. 100 and we march. The rest can come later if they want to. Well, I'm tired of broadcasting. I want to fight for my country. I want to carry arms to defend the honor and integrity of my country. I want to avenge the death of 6 million people. I want Biafra to stand as a beacon of hope, freedom, and liberty in black world. I want Biafra to stand as a testament to the glory of heaven upon the face of this very earth. I want Biafra to stand because my obligation to the dead outweigh that which I owe to the living. That is why Biafra will stand, and Biafra will come. 100 men, that's all. And we march. The rest can come later on. I no longer give a damn. The disgrace and the insult is too much. We must go and meet our enemies even if we have only machete and hoes. It is far more better for us to go and meet them and die with a semblance of dignity than with this very humiliation which we encounter every blessed day. We must assemble as quickly as possible. Because what I am saying on Abumanyamini, our people are lame. They are weak. I am struggling to count how many men there are in Biafra land. There are no more men left. Weak, docile, and imbecilic. Weak. I don't know how we can take such people to war. I don't know how we can take men who are not men into battle and win. I am ashamed. Very, very ashamed. Nonetheless, we must preach this very gospel because man did not ask us to come. Chukwu Abiyama in heaven mandated that we should come. If not, that I was called to do this very work, I will not speak to any of you anymore. But Chukwu Abiyama said this very gospel must be preached, and we must preach it. I have prayed since yesterday up until now. My request is very simple. The same prayer I made in secret, I will make out here in the open. Chukwu Abiyama Biko, since it is your intention that your kingdom will be restored upon this very earth, I need men. I need men. I did not say boys. I said I need men. Those of them that you created to restore your kingdom, they should come forward now, not tomorrow, not next year. Chukwu Abiyama. You must bring them now. I did not say tomorrow. Because the insult is too much. It is beyond what any human being can endure. We want to go and get Biafra, or we die in the process, because we are better off dead than witness some of this nonsense going on. The level of insult is beyond what any decent human being can tolerate. I was an Achinama. They bring their cattle into our land. They desecrate our land. They kill us in the presence of our families, and nobody does anything about it. And when the police attend, the police sit idly by as people are being killed by not a multitude of people. Only 4. Only 4 Awasa people can sack an entire village in Biafra land, and we call ourselves men. No, we are not men until we redeem our honor. Until we look at integrity and say, we must have a part of it. Until then,
I will be said, Baladia. Right, Jesus.
Good evening, great dear friends and wonderful people. I welcome you this evening. Today, of course, is the 14th day of July, the year of our Lord And of course, this is Biafra Radio. It is where we worship Elohim. It is where we preach the gospel according to the restoration of the kingdom of God on this planet they call Earth. We have gathered on this platform where we worship Elohim. This platform is where we preach the truth, of course, and not just the truth, but of course, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Permit me to welcome you this evening as I say good evening, wherever you are hearing the sound of my voice. My name's Barrister Ikechukwu Onoha. I am the servant of the people. I am the servant of the indigenous people of Biafra under the leadership of one and only, the supreme leader, the supreme commander of this noble family, IPOB. And I will be your servant once again this evening. I welcome you all this evening on this hallowed platform, Biafra Radio, where we worship. As you are joining us, please begin to share this broadcast, begin to invite others, begin to share across all platforms, share across all, any way you can think of. Invite your friends, invite your enemies. And as you are sharing, please begin to click the like and, of course, the love button to ensure that we are not limited, that this gospel, push across all band and sundry. All right. Once again, my name is Barrister Ikechukwu Onoha, and we are coming to you this evening live and direct. I am broadcasting from our studios in Johannesburg, South Africa. And from here, we are reaching humanity across this planet they call Earth, wherever you may find yourself. And we are also reaching Biafra land, the holy land, the land of the rising sun. And our time here, of course, is 7 minutes past the top of the hour. And that means if your time is saying 7 minutes past the top of the hour, it means you are hearing the sound of my voice loud and clear as we are speaking to humanity. Once again, good evening. Biafra Radio is where we at. Share this broadcast. Please share. Do not listen alone. Ensure that everyone joins us. Ensure that you share, you invite your friends, invite your enemies. They are also welcome because they are going to hear the gospel of Chukwu Okike Abiaba. This is the road we have chosen for ourselves. We are not forced to choose this road. I said we are not forced to choose it. We chose this road because we want to liberate our people. We want to liberate our families. We want to liberate ourselves from bondage in the zoological republic, of course, they call Nigeria. And this is why, irrespective of whatever blockade they put on our way, we will jump and pass. I said we will jump and pass because nobody forced us into this noble effort, the effort of restoring the kingdom of Chukwu Okike Abiama in this land of Biafra. Therefore, this evening, once again, permit me to welcome you. And as I'm welcoming you, continue to welcome others. My name, once again, is Barrister Ikechukwu Onoha. I hail from a place they call Umuowa. Umuowa is in Olo, Biafra land. That is where I come from. And I always say this, and I'm going to say it again. I will reiterate that I am called, I am chosen for this noble effort. Anaga wataya anya, anaga wataya nanya. One of our sisters wrote something on her Facebook page, and I was really excited. She says, there's only one person that answers Onyendu, and that is our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It does not matter what you say. It does not matter how you try, how you want to be. You can never be Onyendu. It is a calling. Elohim called our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to take up this mantle, just like he called Moses and say, Moses, go to Egypt. My people are suffering. And I want you to lead them out from the land of Egypt to the promised land, the land that I have promised their father that I will give to them. The same thing that our leader, Mazen Namdekano, did when he heard the call. He heard the call of Elohim. He heard the call of Chukwokikabiama that says to him, Mazen Namdekano, awoke, arise, go and restore my people. But nobody said that it's going to be easy. Nobody said that the road is going to be smooth. There's going to be giants on the way. But at the end, we always win. I say at the end, we always win. And this is why we are going to win this. This is why we are going to triumph. This is why we are going to walk away from the land of Egypt, the land of the zoological Republic of Nigeria, and we are going to head straight into the promised land. Because Akachukudia. When it comes to freedom fighting, I keep telling people, freedom fighting is not politics. Freedom fighting is a calling. You need to be called in order for you to do the job. Many have come, they tried, but at the end of the day, they have fallen by the wayside. Only that one, only that person that Elohim calls always stands still. In as much as you will bring all your blackmailing, you will bring all your lies without evidence, all the lies that you cannot even substantiate. Yet, the one that Elohim calls will stand the test of time. Who said that it's going to be easy? Who said that restoring Biafra is going to be a walk in the park? There is no such. Restoring Biafra is only in the hand of God. Just like our leader always says, only Chukwokika Biama will give you Biafra. Only Chukwokika Biama will give us Biafra. It is not in the hands of men to give you Biafra, but in the hands of Chukwokika Biama. People are fighting for money. They are fighting for finance. They are fighting for all the material things, all the things they can lay their hands on. But the question is, will that restore Biafra? Absolutely not. They are fighting for all those things. They are blackmailing because they are confused. They are lost in the desert. Just like the children of Israel were lost in the desert. They gathered, they conspired against God-chosen Moses. They said to Aaron, make us a golden image. For we don't know what has become of Moses. For we don't know where Moses is. Make us a God that we can see, that we can worship, that we can say, this is the God that brought us out of the land of Egypt. And Aaron made them a golden calf. The same thing that happened to the children of Israel is the same thing that is happening to us today. We are stranded in the desert because the shepherd that we are asked to look after the sheep are busy eating the sheep. I don't think you heard me. I'm going to repeat that. I said that we are stranded in the desert on our way from Egypt en route to the promised land of Biafra because the shepherd that we are tasked to look after the sheep, to give food to the sheep, to give water to the sheep, they arrived in the desert and they decide we are going to slaughter the sheep. We are going to eat the sheep. Because Moses took long to come down from the mountain. Moses took long to come down from the mountain. So the shepherd said, let's slaughter the sheep. And the sheep were scattered all over the plain. But Moses came back. When Moses came back, his anger was kindled. And he said, who is on the Lord's side? Moses said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him come and stand in my right-hand side. And that day, the Bible said that many were slaughtered. Many of the children of Israelites were slaughtered because they chose the wrong path. They chose the wrong way. And today we are seeing the same thing. We are seeing the sons of Korah, the sons of Abira. They have gathered and they said, who is Moses that we should be afraid of him? They lay all manner of allegations, all blackmails against Moses. They poisoned the hearts of the children of Israelites against Moses. The same thing that we are witnessing today. They are poisoning the hearts of the sheep against the shepherd. They are poisoning the hearts of the sheep against the shepherd. And who is the shepherd? Master Nnamdi Kanu. Just like Moses went up to the mountains to get the commandments. But at the end, the will of Elohim will always come to pass. Therefore, great Biafrans, if you know why you are here, if you are called, if you are chosen, because only those who are called for this restoration effort will make it. It's not just for everybody. Forget about all those that shout, Father, Father, all those that shout, leadership, leadership. It does not work like that. It is only those that are called, that are chosen. When our leader talked about 100 men, we thought he was talking nonsense. When he talked about 100 men, he knows exactly what he's talking about. It might not be 100 men literally, but it is 100 men. To tell you that not everybody, not all the thousands that you saw that were running after our leader when he came out from Kuje in Biafra land, not all of them will make it. Because those that are not called are easily withered, they are easily blown away like a chaff. But those that are called, those that are chosen, those that heard the voice on the radio and come and answer the call, they will not shift, they will not wither. How can you hear the voice of Master Nnamdi Kanu on the radio and you join the vision? Because this is a vision. Somebody, one man somewhere in London conceived a dream and he was called and he sold everything and said, let's go and get the promised land. Who is with me? And some of us, we answer the call. And today we are sounding like the lost sheep of Israelite in the wilderness when they said, who is Moses that I shall listen to him? Who is Moses that we shall respect him? Who is Moses? He did not even stop there. They started with blackmailing. Just the same way they are blackmailing Master Nnamdi Kanu. They said, oh, Moses took us out from the land of Egypt and brought us to the, to the desert so that we can be slaughtered. We are better off in Egypt. Today we are hearing the same thing. They told you that Master Nnamdi Kanu has compromised. But yet, the same man they told you that has compromised is still in jail. He's still in prison. Where some of us are living largely. We are enjoying our family. We are enjoying our home, our nice bed. We take a hot bath. We eat nicely. And yet you accuse the man who is behind the bars. But when I look at all those things, comrades, I am not moved. I am not shaken because I've heard about this kind of movie before. And that is why I'm using the children of Israelite as a case study. There is no difference between us and them. What we are doing today is what they did to Moses. This is how they blackmailed Moses. This is how they insulted Moses. They bore allegations upon Moses. So it is nothing new. When God calls a man, he will face challenges. When God calls a man, there are opposition within the camp. There is no difference. There is absolutely no difference between what the children of Israelite went through and what Master Nnamdi Kanu is going through today. I tell you, there's no difference at all, because the battle to restore Biafra is a spiritual one. The battle to restore Biafra is not an easy joke. It is something serious, because so if you think that the restoration of Biafra is just a child's play, you must think again. Yes, we will get Biafra, but we have to pass through this. We have to pass through these challenges, because not all that calls me father are worthy. Not all that calls me father meant it, and not all of them are the children, are the sons, are the daughters. Great Biafrans, I want to encourage you this evening, and I want to say, continue pushing, continue pushing. If you know that you are here for the right reason, if you know that you are called, continue pushing, because you know why you joined in. You know why you joined this train. You know why you joined this wagon. And you cannot allow yourself to be bullied around by your fellow men. You cannot allow yourself to be lied to. You cannot allow yourself to be blackmailed into believing something that not exists. And this is my belief. He who alleges must be able to substantiate that which they are alleging. I'm going to say it again. He who alleges must be able to substantiate that which they are alleging. Somebody calls up on air and said to you, oh, 750,000 US dollars stolen by whoever. Yet they did not show you where the money was transferred to, or who stole the money, how, when. They're not showing you that. All they show you is a paper. For all you know, somebody can always come up with a paper. It's not a big deal today to concoct false allegation. But only a wise man will say, wait, show me the evidence. Just like I would say to Omotosho, show me the law. Show me the law. That is the law of evidence. Without the law of evidence, anything somebody is saying to you is rubbish. And if you are so lame and weak to believe such, then among all men, you are the most miserable. You're not even supposed to be in our midst. All right. Once again, I greet you, great Biafrans, and I thank you all for joining this evening. Of course, today, our HDOS was supposed to address us. But because of commitment, he is a man that is working hard. He is a man that is on a mission. He is very busy working for the restoration of Biafra. You see, this fourth administration of the DOS, they don't rest. The fourth administration, they don't rest. When people see us jumping up and down in every group giving instruction, it is not because we want to show off that we have positions. No, it is the instruction. We don't rest. You might think that you who are under us are the ones suffering. Yes, everybody is suffering. But trust me when I tell you, this fourth administration is all about accountability. We need to do oversight, and I mean direct oversight. There is no room for, please tell me what happened in that group. No. We are there, direct, live and direct, because Onyendu, you know Onyendu better. When he wants accountability, you need to give it to him to the latter. It is not a man that you would tell, Hase, Agwara Monyase. No. Did you see it? Did you saw it? That is the kind of accountability we give as the fourth administration of the DOS. All right. So, as I was saying, our HDOS had to attend to a very important thing. But we are rescheduling this broadcast. He will come back on air. However, he gave us a message for Biafrans. Biafrans, and I know you will love to hear his message. You know, our HDOS is a very noble man, a very intelligent man, a man of words, a man that speaks to the heart. And this evening, you are going to hear his message. And then he will still come on air sometime this week, and we will let you know when. But please, listen to the message from our HDOS, Mazi Chris Nwogu. He left us a message of hope, a message of goodwill to Biafrans. And of course, he tried to analyze, as most of you know, yesterday he made a video whereby he addressed the whole world. And today, there are some analysis with regards to those words, a summary to let you understand what those broadcast was all about. So I'm going to play you the message of our HDOS so that you can hear and listen. All right, so let's do this. Listen.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Biafrans across the globe. This is Biafra Radio, broadcasting live to the sons and daughters of the soil. Wherever you may be, today I bring you a very special live analysis of my latest address as the head of the fourth administration of the Directorate of State, IPOB. This broadcast is not just a relay of words, but an in-depth look at what the message and the address that I made earlier truly means for our movement and our people at this pivotal moment. Fellow Biafrans, the tone of today's address is both solemn and resolute. As your HDOS leader, I will begin by acknowledging the challenges that have shaken the foundation of our struggle. Many years of divisions, there has been confusion and internal controversy. Yet, amidst this heavy atmosphere, I assure you that a new era is dawning. The days of betrayal and sabotage are over, I declare. My message is very clear. The IPOB must return to its founding principles: truth, loyalty, discipline, sacrifice, and above all, unwavering commitment to the restoration of Biafra. Let me break down the key points from my historical address. I'll start with number one on the constitutional reaffirmations and supreme leadership. Today, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending on where you are listening to me, I, Mazi Chris Wog, I did emphasize the constitutional authority exercised by our supreme leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even from detention. I pointed out the contradiction of those who once accepted appointments from a detained leader, but now question his authority when he held them accountable. The analysis here is that the command structure within IPOB remain unshaken. An authority flows from Onyendu through the directorate to every recognized structure. This is a call to unity and to respect the chain of command that defines our movement. Number two, the legal and structural clarity. I emphasize that a significant part of that address is devoted to legal standing. The warning is unambiguous. Anyone misrepresenting themselves as IPOB leadership or using IPOB's name and symbols for unauthorized purpose does so at their own legal risk. The code of conduct now is recognized internationally. The same will guide any potential legal disputes. This is a strategic move, just to project IPOB as a disciplined, law-abiding movement and not just internally, but on the world at stage. Number 3, some of our immediate priorities: restoring Radio Biafra and caring for prisoners. A point that resonates with many is the commitment to restore Radio Biafra, the movement's authentic voice. The silence of Radio Biafra has been deeply felt, and its return, it seems, as a symbol of the struggle's renewal. In addition, my address highlights efforts to support Biafra prisoners and their families, acknowledging their sacrifices and promising renewed legal and welfare support. This is a reminder that the movement stands by those who have paid the highest price. And 4, accountability and transparency. Financial discipline is another focus. Every contribution from Biafrans worldwide is a sacrifice. And the administration promises transparency and weekly update, especially regarding the legal battles for Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This commitment to openness is meant to rebuild trust and counter the rumors and propaganda that have clouded recent years. And finally, 5, there was a call for unity and renewal. Above all, my address right now to a call for truly unity, for us to discipline ourselves and to restore hope. My message is that strength of Biafra lies not in personalities, but is in collective convictions and the pursuit of justice, dignity, and freedom. And I said that the ship of Biafra, as I said, is back on course. As I wrap up this today, my analysis here, I want to use it to urge every Biafrans to stand firm, remain peaceful, and protect the integrity of our movement. Together, under the leadership of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our journey continues. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless and protect every genuine Biafrans. Remain who you are as a true Biafrans. And may Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless us, bless Biafra. Ndewonu. Thank you.
All right, there you have it, the voice of one and only, the HDOS of the fourth administration of this struggle. And that is Mazi Chris Nwogu speaking to Biafrans all around the world, wherever you are hearing our voice this evening. And like I said, he will come on air sometime this week. And of course, once he know when, he will inform me and I will let you know. And like I said, we do apologize because he is working for us. And of course, if he had to run to go and do the needful, then that is welcome. Because like I said, this fourth administration is all about work, 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 work. And that is why they were appointed. And we are not playing around this time. If you don't want to work, of course, we show you the road. We don't care who you are. We are going to work because we have wasted a lot of time. We have wasted an ample opportunity as Biafrans, fighting people who are not supposed to be here. And of course, the fight we are fighting, of course, is a just cause. It's a just fight, and we have to reclaim our stuff. And I want to inform you, nothing is lost. We are getting everything back. Radio Biafra, we are getting it back. There is no way. You will see it will happen in your eyes. Forget about those trying all they can to blackmail. It doesn't matter how you blackmail. Those are cheap blackmail. The question is, who owns the land? We want to know who owns the property. We want to know the genesis, the catalyst, and you can trace all those back to one and only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So it does not matter what they do or what they say. We are going to do it the right way. Thank God and thank heaven that they are all in a developed world. They are not in the zoo where people give bribes just to evade justice. No, they are in a country that are civilized, the country that want to see evidence. And once you show them evidence, they will just rule in your favor. If you take these people to court, all the judge or the magistrate want to see is, show me the evidence. And if you can prove the evidence, if you can bring a superior argument, simply, it will be ruled in your favor. So every penny, every equipment, every possession, every property that belongs to the indigenous people of Biafra, we will recover all. We will get it back. And I trust the fourth administration. They are working so hard, trust me when I tell you, and they will not know what hit them when we start to upload what we have. The difference between us and them is that we don't run to the social media to begin to yab, to begin to gossip, to begin to blackmail. No, real men don't go to the social media. Real men go to the courts. Yeah? If you feel you have evidence, a superior evidence, I mean, just like a so-called back statement they were showing off on social media. First of all, that is an offense. You cannot do that. You cannot flash a bank statement that belongs to an organization like IykeObed, with whose authority you don't. If you want to go to court and argue your case. Don't go to social media. Social media is not a place where you argue your case. Social media is not a place where you win your war. Nope. Social media is where you gossip, unfortunately. But I trust our people. I trust the media group which I lead. I trust the media group I lead. They are equal to the task. Our media group is equal to the task. They will reduce you to nothing. That I can assure you. But for us, the fourth administration of the DOS, we don't go to the social media to fight. No, we fight in the courtroom, because that is the only place, justice prevails. And when I talk about court, I'm not talking about the zoo court. I am talking about the real court in the developed countries, because all of them are in the developed countries. We go to where you stay, we open a case, you come to court and answer. You're not going to run away from justice. You run away, you know what follows. So, Biafrans, I just want to assure you that there is nothing to fear. Nothing, absolutely nothing to fear. All right, so let me play this voice message. It is important. It is our leader's voice, because some of us don't know what it takes to be a Biafran. If you don't know what it takes to be a Biafran, maybe listening to this will help you.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come.
You heard that. I love that part. I am indestructibly stubborn. My goodness me. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is reading his CV. If you want to talk about somebody who have seen it all, somebody who have really gone through all what it is that is there with regards to freedom fighting, he is laying out to you solitary confinement. How many of us have gone to prison, talk less of solitary confinement? Maybe you don't understand or you don't know what is solitary confinement. Let me break it down to you. When somebody said, I've been in solitary confinement, it's basically telling you, I've been where there is no shine, no sun, nothing, no light, absolutely darkness. No speaking to anybody, no interaction, just there. Do you know what that does to a man to be in solitary confinement? This is what this man has been through. And people have the gut to come and tell you that this same man has sold out. And because you are so, I don't know, you are so volatile and shallow-minded, you agree and you believe that somebody who is still, even as we talk, even as I'm talking to you right now, he is still in Sokoto prison. And you were told that he has sold out. He has done this. He has done that. Only weak men fight somebody in chain. Only lazy, weak men fight another man in chain. If you want to fight a man, set him free, face to face, umano umano, and you will fight. That's what men do. You don't fight a man who is in chain. You don't lie against a man who cannot defend himself. It is called justice and equity. You say your own, I say my own. At the end of the day, we will know who is right and who is wrong. Mazi Nnamdi can have no way of defending himself. And you are busy. You call yourself a leader. You are busy in a social media lying against a man who cannot say his own parts. You have said your own part, right? But the person you are accusing falsely, the person you are blackmailing, have not said his own part because he's in chain. So you speak alone, you lie alone, you blackmail alone, then you've won. And we have not heard the other side of the story. And some of you are so weakly, so shallow-minded that you have to believe one side of a story. Are you normal? Is everything okay upstairs? That you believe one side of a story. There is always two sides to a story. There is always two sides. From where we come from in Biafra land, we don't judge a man before we hear his voice. We don't. No. That's not who we are. That's not who we are. When I was a kid, we have an Eze where I come from, Ezomowa, Awahiriwe Duribo. There is something that man said, and we keep laughing at him. Oh, he cannot speak English. But today, even today that I'm a lawyer, I begin to realize, wow, so this man is knowledgeable. He said, if you catch a thief, if you catch a thief, that thief What is he talking about? He is talking about the law of evidence. The law of evidence. As a lawyer, as a learned man, as an attorney, an admitted and practicing attorney here in South Africa, evidence is paramount. I cannot remember any case that I've won without evidence. It is called the law of evidence. If you say that I did 1, 2, 3, show me the evidence. But some of you, your fellow man will come and speak vague. He will come and speak rubbish without proof, without facts, without figures. Just show you a paper that you don't even know what is written there. Some of you don't even know what is in that paper. Again, you our money. And those who are shouting again, our money, have not even contributed a cent. Now, before I close, before I bring this to an end, I want to ask you a question. How did you join IPOB? What brought you into IPOB? I would like to know. Very interesting to know. How did you join IPOB? What prompts? What made you to join IPOB? Tell me. Because if you're a man and you make a decision or made a decision, you will never stop. You will never turn back. You will continue. Tell me, what made you to join IPOB? Just tell me. Did you hear a voice? Whose voice did you hear? Now listen to this. Very, very important. I want you to listen to this, please. Very, very important that you listen to this. I just hope this will play. Because sometimes music speaks and not just a mere word. Let's hear this.
The history of a people, I repeat, is like the stream of life from which the character form and structure of the identity, where backwardness and progress are drawn. It affords a people the platform on which to predict their future. Thus, just as every stream has a source, so every group of people has a beginning.
I had a voice on radio.
Did he say? He had a voice. He said he had a voice from the radio. He said he had a voice. Keep listening. Just keep listening.
London is the mouthpiece of the France.
He's what? The mouthpiece of the Biafrans. Who? Nnamdi Kanu is his name. My goodness me. Sometimes when you listen to music, you need to really listen, because there are messages that goes with the music. He said, I had a voice from the radio Biafra London. This is the radio Mazi Nnamdi Kanu built from the scratch. He had a voice, the mouthpiece of the Biafran people. And that person is who? Nnamdi Kanu. My goodness me. I want to start this music again from the beginning, and I'm not going to interrupt again. I want you to listen till the end, and then we'll bring this program to an end. There we go.
The history of a people, I repeat, is like the stream of life from which the character form and structure of the identity, where backwardness and progress are drawn. It affords a people the platform on which to predict their future. Thus, just as every stream has a source, so every group of people has a beginning.
I had a voice on radio. Biafra. London is the mouthpiece of the Biafrans. Nnamdi Kanu is his name. He made a vow to fight the end. Till our nation Biafra is restored. We love him, he's our mentor. Biafra is for him. Yeah. We'll keep on fighting till the end. Now.
Anything you hear on radio is the gospel truth.
I had a voice like in the air, sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom. Yeah, now I come. I had a voice like in the air, telling me to listen. Yeah, freedom is play. He's telling me, Biafra is my love. Biafra is my love. Biafra is my home. He's telling me, Biafra is my name. Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home. My home. For many years after the war, yeah, we be praying to get to give us a good leader in Biafra land to replace Ojuku. Until I wake up one day, one morning, I tune to my radio 102.1 FM. Radio, Biafra. All I had is
The people cannot predict their future if they do not know their past.
Nandekano's voice had a voice, yeah. Sunday like a Sunday, calling for my freedom, yeah. Now I conquer, I the voice I hear, telling me to listen. Yeah, freedom is play, it's telling me Biafra is my way, Biafra is my way, Biafra is my home, my home. It's telling me Biafra is my way, Biafra is my way, Biafra is my home, my home, my home. I had a voice like yeah. Sunday like a Sunday, calling for my freedom, yeah. Now I conquer, I had a voice like yeah. Telling me to listen, yeah, freedom is play, yeah. It's telling me, it's telling me, telling me, it's telling me, yeah, telling me, it's telling me, it's telling me, it's telling me, yeah, telling me, it's telling me, it's telling me, it's telling me, it's telling me,
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet Earth. For the rest of my life, be a loyal and dedicated servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. We will serve you. We will not let you down. We are not going to retreat 1 inch. We will not surrender. Biafra will come.
He say, Biafra will come, Biafra will come, me want the microphone, second man, Guru Bito, yeah.
Right, there you have it. And this is the message for today. Who called you? How did you join this struggle? Who did you hear his voice and join? I will leave you with that. And of course, you will have to answer that question because this is a question only you can answer. Therefore, on this note, this is where we draw the curtain. And of course, we would let you know when the HOD will be coming on air live to speak to Biafrans. Like we say today, we apologize because he had an important assignment that he needs to attend to. And of course, he did not leave us empty. He did send us a message of hope. And this is where we will bring this broadcast to an end. I want to thank you all for joining us, and I say, may God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God keep and protect him and give him freedom. He will be free. And from me, Mazi Ikechukwu Onoha, and from here, it is goodbye, and God bless Biafra.
When a voice rises for freedom, sometimes the world is shake. You stand for truth, you talk your mind.
Say every people deserve their shine, but the road turned dark, the night come quick. Dream where they burn make the chains feel thick. Yet his eyes still they speak courage, even when the walls around him rage. His story no be just one man's fight, not cry of a people wanting light. No matter how far them lock his door, the soul where they fight go still rise more. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, your voice still they call. Even if the night feel like it won't end at all. Chains fit by the body, but never a dream. Your hope still they flow like a rising stream. You ask for freedom with the fearless heart. Even when pain you know, back down or depart. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, your name be echo of truth. A reminder that justice still gets work to do. Biafra, they pray with tears for eyes. Say God go answer you, he no go lie. People, they whisper songs for old. Carry your story like a sacred load. Life it's wound, but truth no die. Even for chains, your spirit still fly. History, they write itself for night. But one sunrise, we restore the rise. Storm no, they last forever long. Very soon do we go rise strong. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, your voice still they call. Even if the night feel like it won't end at all. Chains fit by the body, but never the truth. Your hope still they flow like a rising storm. You ask for freedom with a fearless heart. Even when it pain, you know, back down or depart. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, your name the echo of truth. A reminder that justice still gets work to do. If tears could break if prayers would open doors, your people will carry on. We hold faith, we hold up steady. Oh, your voice still rises beyond the bars. Like a cry, we go reach the stars. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, freedom still they call your name. Free Kanu, free Kanu, free, let him go, free, let him go.